This week we studied a portion of Tetzaveh. In this week's portion we read about God's commandment to Moshe about the building of the temple, and particularly the appointments of the priests, the Kohanim, the Levite tribe, to serve God in the temple, and the special outfits and garments they must wear while serving God. We read at the beginning of the portion, chapter 28, verses 1 and 2, the following. God tells Moshe, "You should draw Aaron your brother close to you, together with his sons, separating them from the children of Israel to serve me as priests. That is, Aaron, Nadav and Avihu, Elazar and Itamar, Aaron's sons." Next verse continue. "You should make holy garments for your brother Aaron for honor and splendor." Our sages teach us that Moshe had to appoint and elevate Aaron into the level of a high priest before he becomes a priest, and the reason is Moshe was close to God and he had the ability to appoint Aaron, and from then it continued on to all his children and descendants, that special power and ability to serve God and represent the Jewish people before God. One of the questions that every commentators ask throughout the history that can be answered by what I just shared is the Jewish law tells us that a priest, a Kohen, who served idols, participated in idol worshipping, is barred from any time serving in the temple, even when they repent. In other words, when they come back to the Jewish tradition and they regret what they have done, and they pay their dues, so to say, and they fully are repentant, still they are forbidden from serving in God's temple, serving God anytime, anymore, forever. As God says, once they served other idols, they disqualified themselves for serving God in the temple. If so, the question that comes up is, we know Aaron participated in the golden calf. The golden calf was, so to say, the mother of all idol worshipping. How is it possible for Aaron to be appointed high priest and serve God in the temple when by Jewish law it should be totally barred forever? Says the Rebbe that Rashi explanation to this verse can address this question. Rashi says, you appoint Aaron to the priesthood only when the temple is fully erected. In other words, do not appoint him now when the commandment came. Rashi says we must wait until the temple is fully built, all the furniture and the utensils are in, and it's ready to be dedicated. Only then Moshe would have to dedicate Aaron by placing his hands over his head and anoint him with a special oil and make him a high priest. Therefore, before that point, he was not a priest, and everything that he had done or participated prior, he did not participate as a priest, but rather as a simple Israelite. And that's why it's so powerful that Rashi points out that when God commands in this week's portion Moshe to appoint Aaron and his sons as priests, and Aaron should be above all the priests as a high priest, Rashi points out that it must be done only when the temple is fully built, and until that point Aaron is not a priest or a high priest. And I think that's a very, very beautiful way to understand the Torah. I want to wish you all happy Purim. May we always celebrate happy occasions.